the shadows of the woods. You hear the screams of children, secrets from beyond the grave. Your hands become clammy. You break into a cold sweat. You are being watched. And you are afraid. Tonight, on Dark Tales of the Old City, we explore the alleyways of the nation's oldest city. Take a ghostly ride in a hearse driven by an invisible stranger. An old jail from 1721 whose stowaways refused to sail away into the afterlife. And a brutal slaughter of an American actress whose ghost lingers until her murderer dies.
Gosh, I forgot how actually good that promotional trailer was. But anyway, that's the basis of what we're going to talk about tonight on What the Chet. What's up, you guys? Chet Guthrie with What the Chet here, coming to you all with another fun-filled storytime vlog here on What the Chet, my third channel here, coming to you all live from Dream Poet Media Studios. Although, not gonna lie, here lately, I have not done my pack openings for my second channel. I've actually been doing that in my room, so not in the studio. So I don't know. I guess there's a habit I gotta break there, because that's the whole reason why I created Dream Poet Media Studios. But I guess that's neither here nor there. But anyway, guys, I figured tonight we would talk about a project that I worked on a long time ago. And when I say a long time ago, it was about 3 years ago. Although, I mean, I'm not going to lie. 3 years feels like a pretty long time compared to what I'm doing now. Anyway, and plus too, I am going with my family down to Orlando here in about the next couple of weeks or so. So I've got new vlogs coming on my main channel for the summertime vlogging series, but that just made me think all the more about something that could have happened, and often I think what could have happened if things had gone differently. And of course, the thing that I'm talking about is Dark Tales of the Old City. Dark Tales of the Old City was a brainchild of mine, and it was a group project between Matthew Miniak, good friend of mine, Ben, gosh, I forgot what Ben's last name was. Also, Jessica Carlo. Jessica Carlo was another good friend of mine that came in on the project. You also had Ren Chalker. She goes by Ren Michelle on her social media platforms. She's an actress based out of Jacksonville. Also, AJ Medina. Well, Antonio Medina. He's actually out in California now. He's actually got a pretty good career going. And I'm trying to think. Oh, yes. And for post-production, I had my friend Bruce Jackson and Clint Elmore, who was the editor for the library that Dolly Parton built. So we had a really good group together. But where things kind of took a turn from the worst was actually in the financial side of it. And from there, kind of the thing that ultimately ended it was my mental health and my physical health. But the project at the time would have been $20,000. And now you wouldn't think, especially if you're going to sponsors, businesses in the St. Augustine area, like the other ghost tours, the other the other outlets that love talking about the paranormal, the unexplained, all that good stuff. You think that, maybe they'd throw a couple of $100 here and there. And mind you, this was right after COVID happened, or the pandemic, I should say, the unpleasantness, when everything was opening back up. And I think that was a major fault in that. Um, but I did get advice from Carl Fismer, a treasure hunter. He's been featured on Discovery and the History Channel, and he's a pretty good friend of mine. He was the one who gave me the advice that not many people in St. Augustine or many businesses would want to contribute a sponsorship of money to have their business represented in a project that had the potential to go to Netflix or at the least Amazon Prime. And it kind of thinks, 3 years ago, I was in a very interesting position that, quite possibly, who knows, if that project had gone off like it should have, who knows, maybe I'd have a job with Netflix. And I think maybe at the time, I think probably where things took a pretty bad turn is I thought I could handle a lot of it by myself. And I also felt that the group that I had, hey Patch, yes, you all know Queen Patch. Yeah, Patch. But as I'm saying, come on, Patch. Yeah, as I was saying, I felt like maybe if I had been more organized with my group, maybe, gosh, Patch, maybe we could have gone a little bit further. I feel like that contributed a big portion to my mental and physical health decline. If y'all didn't know what had happened back then, yeah, Patch. I had a really bad SVT. It's an abnormal heartbeat. Usually it's caused by the circuitry in your heart. And 1 minute my heart was beating normal, and the next it was beating out of control, and I had to go to the ER. I'm medicated for it now, and I see a doctor occasionally just to make sure that nothing crazy happens. And nothing really has. I mean, I keep a pretty good watch over it. But I often think, if my health hadn't have given out like it had, maybe if I had like a better understanding of the people I was working with and direction, I think maybe it could have gone further. I often think about these things. But gosh. And I will tell you, that promotional that we made, that was absolutely incredible. And I still think about it to this day. Who knows, maybe just maybe it'll take off again one day. Or maybe this is just one of those things that it came and went, and it might just not happen again. But I don't know. There's always potential to see it happen again. But it does give me thoughts for the future. When I moved back to Cleveland, I had a similar idea to do some of the ghost stories. The ghost stories associated with the Bradley County area, doing it similar, like a re-dramatization of the stories being told. And I think if y'all didn't know what Dark Tales of the Old City was supposed to be, it was supposed to be a retelling of these stories, but like a dramatization, like a docudrama, kind of like what you see with Paranormal Witness or Scariest Places on Earth, or one of these big names. That's what it was supposed to be. But thinking about what I could do with the project that I have in mind, who knows? Maybe one day I'll do it in the Bradley County area or wherever I am at. It makes me miss it. But looking towards the future, I have started on the ground level, I guess you could say. I haven't really talked about this on my main channel, but you all will be hearing about it quite a lot on Dream Poet. But I recently finished up a book, and what it is, it's a compilation, an anthology, or an anthology of the ghost stories surrounding the Bradley County, Tennessee area. And it was a lot of fun to make. I had to interview quite a few people. Got to learn a few mysteries about my own hometown that I really didn't know about. And anyway, that's set to release September 1st. And what I'd like to do is maybe that would lay the groundwork to get people interested in wanting to contribute to, doing something similar that I wanted to do down there. I don't know. It's kind of late. I really wanted to think about it, and I really hope that, you guys, I don't know, for those that have followed me since the early days of my channel, hope y'all understand. You all are the reason that has kept me going. And I will say, even though this docudrama never took off, I like that Dream Poet has blown up and is on, as of the recording of this video, it sits at about 7,300 subscribers. It's at 7,300 subscribers. I mean, I'd probably say by October it will hit 10,000 subs. So I thank you all so much for helping me do that. And also, if you like the other stuff I do, the other content, make sure, feel free to like and subscribe DPM Gaming and What the Chat. But anyway, guys, I just figured since my family's going on vacation, I just wanted to sit and touch up on this part of my history, and talk about it. There's always a chance to do it in the future. I forgot how good it actually was. But anyway, I think that's going to be a vlog. I think that's going to be the end of this vlog, you guys. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care. Now y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this What the Chat vlog is over.